This week's Seder, Pashas, the Maral asks a question. Why twice does it say this week the word Bliyal? What does Bliyal mean? Bliyal means a person who takes off oil Torah. He tells HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I don't believe in you. I'm going to serve Avodah Zarah, everything's so nice. So flowers and colors. Don't have to keep Shabbos. Don't have to keep kashrus. Don't have to keep nothing. Do what you want. Have an easy life. That's what the person thinks. Comes the person, and he goes to the Yiddish shtetl, to the Yiddish town, and he tells the person in the Yiddish town, Yishom Alecho, Ki Yisischo Chicho. People go out from the town, and they come to this and this town, and they say, Yotzu Anoshim B'nei Bliyal Mikibecho. What does Rashi say? B'nei Bliyal, Bli oil, Poku, oiloi shel mokoim. Yotzu Anoshim B'nei Bliyal Mikibecho. V'yedichu is Yoshu Irom. And they said, let's serve Avodah much easier. Let's do what we want. We'll serve Avodah Zarah. We'll do what we want. We won't keep Shabbos. Won't keep mitzvahs. We'll have an easy life. That's what they think. So, Beis Din has to be choiker. Go into it to find out what's going on over here. But the Rashi said, yes, it's true. Yeah. Those people came out and they took people off the rails, and people went off the way. And the Gemara says, Meisit umediach, ein merachim im olof. The Gemara talks about, the Gemara Sanhedrin, about Chava, Kushwaras Chava. How do you eat from Eitz Hadas? No, it's got nothing to do with me. Came from Adam Rishon. Adam Rishon, Kushwa asked him, how do you eat from Eitz Hadas? First it came up from Chava. Asked Kushwa asked Adam Rishon, how do you eat from Eitz Hadas? Got nothing to do with me, got to do with Chava. Kushwa asked Chava, how do you eat from Eitz Hadas? What's it to do with it came from the Nochosh? HaKadosh didn't ask the Nochosh anything. Meisit Mediach, Kushwa took off his feet. And the Nochosh said to Nochosh, even if we'll come to a time of the Tikkun, also brings down the beginning of Yeshaya, will come out of the time of the Tikkun, that people will go back to square one, but Ava became, Nochosh stays the same. That's what the Pasuk brings down in Samachei Chofei Yeshaya Lovi. The Nochosh offer lachmoy. Even though God's Evim Keves, Nochosh offer lachmoy. Nochosh stays the same. He won't go back to the feet. He won't go back to walking. He'll stay. He caused everyone to fall down. You have a bunch of people which go out to a certain nation, certain Jewish people, and they tell them, you don't have to keep Shabbos. You don't have to keep mitzvahs. Go off the way. Serve Avodah Zarah. What is it? The Pasuk says you have to burn the whole town, kill everyone there, even the animals. So, Kishvuch told Shaul, don't be machmel tzaddik harbe. Why? Rambam brings down, that's what brings the Rav Steinman. You bring down, you burn the whole town, it's got the din of korban oilel Hashem. That's what it's brought down. Korban oilel Hashem. That's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. Until he's mevatel the charoin af from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Pasuk brings down, over here, v'nosan lecho rachamim. After you've done what I've told you to do, you won't be achzorios, v'nosan lecho rachamim, v'richamcho, v'ribecho, kashin, yishbal avisecho. So the Maral brings down And the Gemara brings down, Mesechtes Bava Basra, the Gemara brings down over there, anyone which is Malim Ein Minat Stocker, Ki'idu Oivit Avodah. What does Malim Ein Minat Stocker means? He doesn't give Stocker. Kol Malim Einu Minat Stocker, Ki'idu Oivit Avodah. Because in both places it says Bliyal. So the Maral asks, why, if someone doesn't give stock, it's got a din of Bliyal, why? Gewaltiger Wort. The Maral brings down. If someone, what is Midas Havom Avinu? Rachmonim, Baishonim, Goim Lechasodim. Someone does Chesed, Goim El Chesed, Rachmonim, gets Rachmonis on the Yid, and Baishonim, he's shamed, he gets ashamed. The Yid is what Busha. That's Midas of Havom Avinu. Bina Morosha, it's completely different. If someone, the Maral brings down, if someone doesn't have a chmonis on his brother, he takes himself out of the category that he's Jewish. A Jewish person has a chmonis, goim lechasodim, rachmonim, v'baishonim. Gever, gimilis chasodim, baishonim, rachmonim. Yid. The Rabbi Brisk ran away from the Nazis on the boat. He told his children, go downstairs and light the food in the oven. There shouldn't be bishul goyim, bishul akum. So once they came down, they saw the guy. I said, why do you light in the kitchen? I'm the cook. Who told you to go in the kitchen? No, our father told us, the rabbi, Rabbi Brisk, that Bishul Akum. What do you mean, Bishul? I'm a Yid. I'm a Jewish person. So the Rabbi Brisk said, I understand. I wondered why the cook has a chmonis, or my children, little children. And if a chmonis is a Yiddish, it's Midas Havom Avinu, how to ask a goy have a chmonis to my children. Now you're Yid, I understand that you have a chmonis to my children. The Maral brings down that if someone doesn't have a chmonis on his brother, he takes himself out of the category that he's a Yiddish person. That's what the Maral brings down. If he takes himself out of the category that he's a Yiddish person, he goes into the matzav which has got a din of Bliyal. Me'achar shu achicha, since he's your brother, eich efsher tzoloi shelo terachim alav. Why don't you have achmonos on him? We say mincha, ata echot, v'shimcho echot, u'mi ka'amcho yisrael go echot ba'oretz. Eich efsher shelo terachim alav, שאדם מרחם על אשור אחיו, ומעלים עיניו כאילו אינו אחיו. הרי פוירש מישראל. If Reuven is not merachem on Shimon, so Reuven is like, takes himself out of the Yiddish nation. ובשביל שישראל הם עם אחד, יש להם אל אחד. אתה אחד. ושמחו אחד, ומקעמך ישראל, גוי אחד בארץ. לפיכך, אם מעלים עינו מן הצדקה, if someone doesn't open his eyes, closes his eyes from Stockholm, and he's not merachem al Yisrael, he doesn't have pity on the Yid, he takes himself out of Klal Yisrael, and he's got a din of a goy. Harum yoytse mina mash Yisrael em am echot, v'em le'el echot, vayesim mina achdut, ki'ilu dovak ba'avoidazara legamri, sheyoytse mina achdus. That's why in both places it says bliyal. The Maral asks a question. Mele Eitzel Avodah. He's got to do Blial. Who is Avodah? It's Blial. Takes oil toil from him. Why stocker? A guy doesn't give stocker. It's got the din of Blial. Of course. Because he doesn't give stocker, he doesn't have pity on his brother. He takes himself out of the category that he's a Jewish person. Because Jewish people have got rachmonas, pity on their brothers. And if he doesn't have this pittiness, this rachmonas on his brother, he takes himself out of the category of a Jewish person. He's got a din of Blial. That's what the Maral brings down, which explains these two places. It says Blial. We come in now to Shabbos Kodesh, Parshas Re'ei, Reish Aleph Ei, Re'ei Elul Higia Bezat Hashem. Elul is a month of Chasodim, Gdolim, and Morubim, that we all do Chesed. We help everyone else. We want our Kodesh Baruch Hu to answer our tefillas. What is the scholar? People look for scholars. This is a generation of scholars. What does it say in the book of scholars of Chodesh Elul Tovshin Pei Vov? What do you have to do in order that our Kodesh Baruch Hu should answer our tefillas and do everything? The Pasuk says in Yeshayahu Navi, Haloi porois lorov lachmecho, vani merudin tovi bais. You give bread to your friends, and you bring food and clothing to the anim. You bring them home. You see your friend hasn't got food. You see he hasn't got clothing. You have achmonas on him. Achmonas. Because you cover him. Don't be ashamed of your cousin. We're all one family. You ask, I'll answer you. Because the mitzvahs you did is like malachim. They'll go in front of you. I got created for Moshe. Moshe gave me $100 to Yankel. And Rachel gave $10 to Leah. Created through this, the malach. These malachim are going in front of the person. I got created from him. And not only the malach is going like the person, got created from person, he's clasped upon him. His face is like the face of that person. Oz tikrov Hashem Yane. You ask, I'll answer you. Because you gave food to my son. I'm the king of the world. You had achmonas on my children. You looked after them. You had achmonas on them. They gave them food. You gave them beddings. They gave them clothings. You helped them. I'm the father of the whole world. You looked after my son. Don't worry, I'll give you. I'll give you. You ask, I'll answer you. Oz tikrov Hashem Yane. Teshaveh v'yomah hineni. I'm here. V'tovik rov nafshecho. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give you everything. And the raya is from this week's Seder. V'samachto b'chagecho. What does it say at the end of the parsha? V'samachto b'chagecho ato vincho vitecho. How? Zohar Kadosh brings down Parshas Emoy. Ushpizen Sudat Sukkos, coming along to Sukkos Bezat Hashem. Zman Simcha Seidu. What does HaKadosh Baruch Hu tell us in the Zohar Kadosh from Parshas Emoy? Avom Yitzhak v'Yaakov the Ushpizen come to the Sukkah. Why do they come to the Sukkah? Who do they visit? The Zohar Kadosh brings down. B'tzei lo yidim em nuso. You want HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you want all the Sheva, Roim, to come to your sukkah. Have pity on my son. Have pity on my children. Have achmonos on my children. You have achmonos on my children. I'll make sure that the Sheva, Roim, Avom, Yisrael, Yaakov, they'll come to your sukkah, B'ezrat Hashem. They'll visit your sukkah. That's what it says in the Zohar Kadosh. V'samachta b'chagecho, ato, uvincho, uvitecho, v'avdecho, v'amoscho, v'alevi, v'agev, v'yosef, v'amono, v'yisach sameach. You want me to be with you? I'm with you. It all goes together. Chesed. Chesed chafatzti v'lo yizovach. You do chesed to the other person. Will help you. I'll be with you. I'll look after you. I'll give you everything, B'ezrat Hashem. Am Yisrael, the holy nation. Am Yisrael, bonim atem l'Hashem Elokechem. Sh'u b'zoicha to the wonderful Shabbos, a gebenchte Chodesh, B'ezrat Hashem. Ani ledoidi v'doidi li. Shabbos mavochim Chodesh Elu, B'ezrat Hashem. Sh'u b'zoicha to have all the good brachos written in the Torah. Geula, Yeshua, v'rachamim, b'kapora, f'ushalema, shiduchim, bonim, bonois, hatzlocho, siyata d'shmaya, panoso, b'revach. All the brachos written in the Torah, B'ezrat Hashem. Yiru eineinu, v'yismach libeinu, B'ezrat Hashem. Shel hatzlocho, chaim tovim aruchim, Simchas and Nachas, a good gebenchte Yom, B'ezrat Hashem. All the brachos and all the Yeshuas we should have, B'ezrat Hashem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, our Father, should take us out of the Golus, B'ezrat Hashem. Uvol et Zion Goyel, u'leshova pesha b'Yakov. B'schus, u'leshova pesha b'Yakov, the Gemara brings down, that Uvol et Zion Goyel will be zoicha zayin to Yiru eineinu, v'yismach libeinu, to see the Gula Shlema, see Mashiach Tzidkeinu, sh'u b'zocha zayin, to have hatzlocha gedoylo, nachas, gesund, vius, Yeshua gedoylo, B'ezrat Hashem, and hatzlocha and everything, whatever we need, B'ezrat Hashem. Let's have a lovely Shabbos, and a good gebet for Chodesh, and Chaim Tovim, Aruchim B'Sholem.